Now, if you use WordPress, and who doesn't these days, there is one thing that well, I don't suppose I found it annoying initially until I worked this out, and that's the default avatar that you're given. But not just the fact you're given a default avatar. That it's the fact that you don't have a clear way or an obvious way of changing that random image that they give. And that follows you everywhere. And when you look at somebody else's WordPress site and you post on their WordPress site, you'll have the same random image. There's it kind of follows you all over the place. This random user image, and you want to replace it with your own. And there isn't an obvious way to do it now. There are plugins you can get for WordPress to change that, or to use your Facebook one or use your Google one, but they don't quite cut it. But there is a better way of doing it. So there is, well, I believe it's a better way. There is a better way of getting it so that when you're posting on your own site and when you're commenting on other sites, or maybe you've got more than one site, there is a way of doing it so you can just add all your details in one place, and let that sort it out. And that's on gravatar.com. So either go there or Google gravatar.com. So when you go to gravatar.com, and it's directly linked to WordPress, so it's made by the same people that make WordPress. What you register there basically is you register an image or your avatar against an email address, and you can have as many as you like. Now there, what you're creating there is a connection between an image and an email address that will then follow you around. So that will become, the gravatar will become your kind of default image. So when you post or comment on your own blog or somebody else's blog that's driven by WordPress or some other things, whatever email address you use for that comment, it'll then go off to Gravatar and get the image related to that email address. So if I was to post into somebody else's WordPress blog, and when it asks for my name, my email address, and if I put the email address of, say, my work account, it'll go off to Gravatar, see the associated image with the work email address I gave, and it'll use that. And likewise, if I use my personal email address, it'll use that one as well. So these kind of things follow you around. So if you have a WordPress blog or you comment on other things, gravatar.com is the place to go to make sure that people see your image all over the place. So that's very, very simple. It should take you 2 minutes. Now, if you want any other advice like this or specific advice about your own thing, you can grab me on workforcoffee.co.uk, which is a thing that we're doing to give people an hour of advice. If you're in Salisbury, we could meet for a coffee. If you're not, we could Skype. You could tell me your digital problem, and I could tell you what I would do if I was in your boat. And I'll probably drink coffee while I'm doing it, so it'll still be Work for Coffee.